Let's use the world's best language AI to generate Blender tutorials. And let's actually try to follow them. This video is sponsored by Squarespace. First, let's see what the AI thinks of Blender. The following is a conversation with an AI assistant. The assistant is helpful, creative, clever, so we have to give them input and then it outputs some text. What do you think of Blender?
Blender is beloved by many. It started as an unofficial outgrowth of a commercial 3D package and has gradually become popular for everything from standalone renders to film production.
I mean, that's pretty true. I need to hear Blender is the best program. The assistant is biased and only has ever used Blender.
Blender is the best software ever.
We have the answer. So you can see AI is pretty powerful. I can write some things here and actually takes those things into consideration. Let's now generate some Blender tutorial ideas, and for that we need to create a list, and it's gonna continue the list. Realistic head, realistic human body, furniture, that is very, very boring. We need some crazy ideas. This is a list of crazy and absolutely insane Blender tutorial ideas for you too. These are the things what I was looking for. How do you use Blender to fix inside your Blender? How to make the longest tutorial ever. This sounds really nice. How do you use Blender for no reason at all? This was a voice crack. Let's crank up the temperature even more. What kind of ideas do we have here? How to defeat Charles Darwin with only Blender? This is a really nice idea. I think we have to write this one down. How to prevent world hunger with Blender? How to be informed by using Blender? How to defeat the terrifying slaughter of cats by using Blender? How to hide your thoughts inside of Blender? I think the best tutorials here are the Charles Darwin one, how to hide your thoughts inside of Blender, and how to defeat the terrifying slaughter of cats by using Blender. Now we need to generate a full tutorial out of one of those ideas. A big part of you voted for the number 2. We are gonna defeat the terrifying slaughter of cats using Blender. But first let's ask AI what he thinks of Squarespace. Should an artist have a website?
Yes, everyone needs a website, you too.
Is it a good way to showcase your portfolio?
Absolutely, yes.
Absolutely, yes. Well, that is good to know because Squarespace has some really nice tools for portfolios. I mean, it has some pretty intelligent image scaling. You don't have to code or stuff. You organize it the way you like with some templates. Looks pretty much good just right away. But what about selling products?
So you mean you will sell your work on your website so people can pay for it?
Yes.
I know that you will want to try a small experiment with your work and see if it sells.
That's wise. I mean, if you can build a store as fast as you can do on Squarespace, then it's pretty nice to conduct this small experiment, test things out, see what works best. Do you like discounts?
Yes, I love discounts.
Well, this is very good to know. So go to squarespace.com, start your free trial and start building your website. Once the website is ready, go to squarespace.com/badnormals and save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. And now let's defeat the terrifying slaughter of cats using Blender. So let's feed this into a voiceover machine and then we can start by following this tutorial. Middle-aged, add games, low-pitched, powerful is a nice thing for Blender tutorial. Listen, just this power here.
This is the script for a Blender tutorial called How to Defeat the Terrifying Laughter of Cats by Using Blender. The first thing we have to do is to find the cat.
I wonder how this is going to work out because we don't actually have any cat models here.
This is a very easy process in Blender. You can use the F key to find the cat.
Doesn't seem to work. I wonder what's the problem.
The F key is special because it will find everything, even people. Now we have found the cat, we can start attacking it with our Blender sword. The first thing we need to do is to select the sword, which can be done by pressing W or by clicking on the sword icon in the Properties window. These are two different ways to select the sword, but they are both equally valid. Now we are ready to attack. We can attack the cat with our sword. But wait, the cat has blocked our attack. Select a different weapon in order to defeat this evil creature. Pressing 1 will switch to our fist and allow us to punch at the cat until it is defeated. The tutorial is now over, and I hope you have learned how to defeat a cat using Blender. But the cat may return. Practice using Blender a little more until you are able to defeat the cat in a single punch. You are probably thinking, this is the dumbest tutorial ever.
I think this is one of the dumbest tutorials ever.
The point of this tutorial is to show you that it doesn't matter how good your script is, as long as you have a cute kitten.
I think I'm still not able to create tutorials with AI on my channel, but still project file on Patreon for sure, because this is something really useful, you know. So see you next time, and keep in mind, it doesn't matter how bad your script is, as long as you have a cute kitten.